How's your black water tank? It'll turn your black water tank into a big wad of paper mache if you do not close your valves and let your tanks fill up and drain once a week, or depends, you know, how many people are in your rig, how many times you're using the bathroom. But normally it's about once a week you'll have to pull the valves. But if you're in freezing weather, you do need to open up your valves. Just make sure you pour water in your tub drain and your sink drains so the P-traps will fill up and the bugs won't get past the water in the P-traps, you hope. They sometimes do. Some of them are pretty good swimmers. But once you drain your tank, then you can close your valve again. But if it's freezing, I would recommend you just keep your black water tank open, your valve open, and then you don't have to worry about your tanks or your pipe freezing that hooks to your sewer pipe. So then you can use the bathroom. But unfortunately, when you're full-time RVing and it's freezing, you have to turn off your water hose to your rig that supplies you water. You can't store water in your water tanks because it's freezing, and your worst nightmare will be the day you have water in your freshwater tank, you got waste in your black water tank and your gray water tank, and you hit a freeze and all your tanks break. And when that happens, you could almost say your trailer's kind of hammered. You have to pull the floorboards up from inside the trailer, and they don't make access panels. I wish they would. I wish the manufacturers would make a little access panel that you could pull up that covers up your gray water and black water tanks, so you could throw in a new tank if things happen to go bad one day for you. But they don't do it. They like selling trailers, and people like to buy old trailers that are screwed up because they're cheap, because nobody wants to buy a travel trailer with screwed up black water tanks or gray water tanks or drinking water tanks. They'll buy them, but they don't want to buy them for your top dollar that you would have got if you would have had your tanks being in good shape. But they're gonna have to spend a lot of money tearing up the floorboards and getting new tanks put in. Total pain in the ass. I don't recommend you, if you are towing a travel trailer and it happens to start snowing, my best advice for you to do is find you a rest area that hopefully is open, or some RV park, hopefully, that might be near, or someplace. You just need to pull off the side of the road, not due to your travel trailer can't handle the snow. What happens is snow builds up on your valves, like for your freshwater drain valve. You'll get slush build up on your valves and start freezing, and you might hit a big chunk of ice on the road, and that might bounce up and hit that valve and snap your valve clean off your tank. And that's a pain in the ass. How do I know that? Because it happened to me, and it's a pain in the butt. It's not the end of the world. The good thing is it didn't hurt my tank, it just snapped my valve. but it also broke the nipple that my valve screwed onto my water tank. And it's not the end of the world. You could take it into a RV dealership and they'll heat screw in a new nipple, and then you can install another drain valve, so you don't have to replace that water tank. Your sewer line, drain lines, they can freeze, and they are able to get hit by a rear tire throwing up some ice chunks or something and blow those suckers off. So you don't want to end up having to get some new PVC to glue on to make you a new valve. You have to buy a new valve and piece of pipe to make a new drain for your black water and gray water. So my best advice is pull over the side of the road. Hopefully you can find a RV park and stay there till the weather gets better, and it will save you a lot of heartbreak and frustration. You definitely gotta keep your black water and gray water drain working properly. If it starts leaking, you gotta fix that, because if you're at an RV park, management drives around in their little golf cart just to check on things, make sure things are doing good, and they see it starting to leak, they'll make you fix it. They shouldn't have to make you fix it. You should see that and say, oh shit, we gotta go under the rig here and see what's leaking. Either the valve or the pipe might have got frozen and cracked. So it's not the end of the world. It's just black PVC pipe. You just cut the piece off where it's leaking if you have to. Hopefully it's just a loose connection at the hose. And that happens sometimes. You didn't get the hose on right, because with me it's act of God to get down on my knees, and I could get down on my knees, but getting it back up is another story. So yeah, it's a workout. You're like, oh, criminy, not on the knees again. I'll do anything but have to do that. But sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. Well, looks like I've got some blackbirds in the yard, and my chickens are doing good. My little white rooster, we're still doing rooster mind training on him. We're trying to teach him not to crow, but he is a slow learner. He woke me up about 5 in the morning, and then I didn't do, I normally hose a little booger down, so I didn't hose him down this morning. I was able to open up my door and say be quiet, and he shut up, so we gave him a reprieve on that. So he's learning. But later on, probably about 10 o'clock, he started crowing again. So unfortunately, on that RV park, normally this RV park will let you have pets like dogs and cats to a degree. They won't let you have a big ass mean pit bull or aggressive type breed, but normally your little lap dogs are usually always welcome at a RV park. Some RVers have cats. At the RV park, though, you can't let your dog run loose. Unfortunately, some of the RVers let their cats run loose. So I recommend to let your cat run loose either, due to we're in West Texas, out in the country here, next to Lake Nasworthy. We have all sorts of predators. We got hungry eagles that'll sweep down and eat up your dog, eat up your cat. especially if you have a little poodle or something, or a little wiener dog, or a little chihuahua. That eagle will swoop down and take that sucker faster, and you can say, oh shit, there goes my dog. Same with your cat. This little road out here is the road to the lake, and we have a lot of traffic on weekends, so if you let your cat out at night, they like to go explore, so they'll usually cross that road, and when they come back they might get run over, so, or vice versa, might get run over trying to cross the road. So yup. So pets will make your stay a little bit challenging. I'm the only one that has chickens. Actually, the manager here has some chickens, but he doesn't have a rooster. He had a rooster, but he got rid of it, knowing that roosters make noise. And this RV park, he really doesn't like noisy animals like that little dog barking there. If that happened after sundown, the manager might wake up and come knock on your door and say, get your dog inside and shut him up, or you might have to move. And that's why I'm trying to train my rooster not to be a little loudmouth crower. I'm not going to stop him 100%, but I'll stop him, I'd say 90%. He's going to slip. He'll chirp out once in a while, but he's not going to be doing it throughout the whole day. And that's normal for a rooster to do. So, doing a little behavior modification, little squirt, get him to squirt down, and just say bad bird. And keep on doing it until he finally catches on. And he's catching on, little by little. So I would think in the end of the month he should be feeling the burn and starting to realize, hey, every time I do my little voice thing, that guy comes out of the trailer, grabs the hose, and just squirts the shit out of me. Maybe I better not do that anymore. So yeah, it might be mean, but hey, you gotta do what you gotta do. I like staying here. I don't like feeling like my rooster's waking people up. I didn't plan on having a rooster. I wanted two more hens. I bought my new hens from Tractor Supply. I asked them before I bought them. I said, do you sex your birds? Do you know which ones are roosters, which ones are hens? And they kind of looked like deers in the headlight at me, and so I figured, oh well, we'll take a chance. Unfortunately, they made me buy 5. They sell only 5 chicks at a time when they do have chicks in stock, and they usually only have chicks in stock around April for Easter, so everybody could buy somebody a little chick and have their kids end up killing it, sitting on it, or doing something crazy to it. So I brought the 5 home, put them in the coop, and I was hoping my bigger girls would instantly want to be mamas. Didn't happen. They wanted to eat those little babies, and they're like, hey, what the hell are those funny looking things? That looks like food. So they commenced on killing them one by one. I didn't know they were killing them. I'd wake up the next day and find one dead. I was like, what the hell is killing my babies? Then I finally saw one smacking the hell out of a baby. I was like, oh, there's my killer. So by that time I was down to 2 birds, 2 little babies. So I had to quarantine my babies inside the coop, close the door, and keep them in there for at least 5 months. and let the big girls stay outside 24/7 in the cold or windy and yucky weather. They had to suffer. So now the birds are big enough, the babies are big enough. They're about 6 months old. So last month I opened up the coop and let them start to learn chicken coop etiquette. There is a pecking order in the coop. I have a boss hen. She's the one that will chase anything down or try anything first before anybody else will do it. She's the leader. She'll beat the shit out of the others, and it goes down to the weakest one. So you have lead bird, second in lead, third bird, and then the fourth bird is kind of going to be the beating pole for everybody that's having a bad day. So usually the weakest one's the one that's going to be your squawker and screamer, because everybody's picking on them. God damn it. So it's always something. But I didn't know my white rooster's a silky. My other baby's a phantom or a bantam. She has little feathers on her feet. And my big girls are speckled Essex. So I didn't know I had a rooster till last month. On the 5th month, I came out early in the morning and said, well, I don't hear no crowing, so maybe we got all hens. And sure enough, I hear a slight little crow, just I was like, oh, what the hell? Oh, hell. And ever since, he's been making sure the girls know he's a rooster. But he's had it tough in there. The big girls were beating the heck out of him for a long time, just pecking them, chasing them. He has like a little bunny cottontail fuzzy butt feathers on his ass tails, and the big girls think that's funny. There you go. That was my boss hen giving my featherfoot a peck in the ass and find something to do, or I'll find something for you to do. So yep. Alright, well, we got to get that shepherd's hook into the ground, and Friday we'll get my bug zapper and we'll have some nighttime entertainment watching bugs get zapped. And what's one thing about West Texas? We got a lot of bugs, but the good thing is wintertime the bugs go away. But the bad thing is the sun goes away too. It goes away about 6 o'clock in the afternoon. So you have nice long cold nights. You're like, oh, give me the daytime. Uh-oh, there's my rooster trying his stuff out. He can't do that with the big girls yet. The big girls will kick his ass. So Featherfoot's his practice bird. So haven't got any eggs from Featherfoot yet. Alright, people, thanks for watching. Follow me on Odyssey, and thank you very much if you do. I have 30 followers on Odyssey. I need 100. And then once I hit 100, YouTube or Odyssey will mirror my YouTube videos to Odyssey, and that will make less work for me and make it easier for you, so you don't have to bounce back and forth to YouTube and Odyssey. So thank you very much for watching. We'll talk to you later. Bye bye.